Hi everybody, Steve here, and welcome to this special webinar event. For those of you not familiar with my name, and hopefully you are, since I'm the founder and CEO of candlecharts.com. I've been doing candle charts. I was the first to reveal candle charts back in the 1980s, and what we've decided to do is ask Kevin Adamick over at TopStep Trader to explain what it takes to become funded traders with their firm. We know a lot about what it takes to trade successfully in the markets, but maybe you're not quite at the point where you have the capital or the resources you need, and that's where our friends at TopStep Trader come in. There's a wonderful Japanese proverb that says, "Step by step, the ladder is ascended." And Kevin and his group at TopStep Trader today will reveal each and every step so you could learn how to set up a funded account so you never have to risk your own money in the markets again. And it's now my great pleasure to introduce Kevin, and take it away, Kevin.
Thank you, Steve, for that great introduction. And thank you, everybody, for taking the time to be here today to learn about TopStep Trader. First, a risk disclosure: futures and Forex trading contain substantial risk and is not for every investor. This is your standard risk disclosure. And now we'll talk about who we are and how you can earn a funded account and take advantage of our opportunity. TopStep Trader is a US-based company located in Chicago, Illinois, founded in 2012. The firm was started by a group of Chicago Mercantile Exchange pit traders with the goal of finding, developing, and funding traders. Our program, called the Trading Combine, helps traders improve and finances them with money to trade once they complete the program. Today, there are thousands of traders in the program trading online from over 160 different countries. Let's go over who I am, and then we'll talk about how you can earn a funded account with our firm. My name is Kevin Adamick. I work here in Chicago at TopStep Trader. I've been involved with trading since 1994. After college, I started out as a runner at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And, I knew that I wanted to be a trader, so I worked my way up. I was a runner, then a clerk, then a phone clerk, then an arbitrage clerk, then as a broker and a trader. I successfully traded on a seat for over 10 years at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange and the Chicago Board of Trade. Like all of you, I've traded a lot of different markets: futures, equities, ETFs, Forex, options, binary options. But when I started out, I was a runner making $12,000 a year. I worked 2 jobs for many years to save up enough money to have a trading account. So I understand the benefits of having a trading account, and also the benefits of trading somebody else's money instead of your own. And that is what we're going to talk about here today. TopStep Trader has a program called the Trading Combine that helps traders improve and backs them with money to trade once they finish our program. TopStep Trader will finance you to trade if you can pass a 2-step evaluation, thereby completing the Trading Combine program. We started in 2010, incorporated in 2012, and have funded several thousand traders. Just in the first half of 2018, we have funded over 650 brand new traders. Our program helps you develop, hone consistently profitable trading strategies. With TopStep Trader, you have a goal to be profitable and manage risk. So let's go over the steps for our Trading Combine. Step 1 is a real-time simulated account where you prove to us that you can trade. Step 2 is where you show us you can manage risk. If you can complete these 2 steps, then you'll earn a funded account with our firm. We give you an account to trade in for steps 1 and 2, and as long as you follow our rules, you can trade it however you want, your style. So here's an example. We give you a real-time simulated account with $50,000 in it and ask you to make $3,000. Okay, great, your account's at $53,000. You pass step 1, you're now in step 2. Okay, we ask you to do it again to prove your consistency. Make another $3,000. Now that you've done that, great, you're in the funded account trading with real money, which is our money, and your upside is unlimited. You can make as much money as you want, and we'll take the risk. Now, you don't have to be the best trader in the world to get to the funded account stage. You just need to be profitable. So that part is simple. So let's go over the rules you have to follow and the parameters of the account. Now, this same information is available on our site if you go to TopStepTrader.com and go to our Learn How page. We offer 4 different account parameters and 4 different size accounts. So the parameters vary depending on the size of the account. There's a $30,000, $50,000, $100,000, $150,000 account. Now, there are different profit targets and thresholds in each of the 4 different trading combines. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through the $50,000 account and use this as an example throughout. There's 4 different ones that you could choose from. We're just going to go through the $50,000 account and go through the rules just for this account. Okay, so here your max position size is 5 contracts or 5 lots, basically 5 units. That means you can have at the most 5 contracts on across all products at one time. So if you buy 3 contracts of crude oil and sell 2 contracts of gold, that's 5 contracts. You can't have on any more until you liquidate some of those. Now you can break those 5 contracts up however you want, but the computer only allows you to trade 5 contracts total in this account. Next, we have the daily loss limit, which is the most you can lose intraday. And again, I'll repeat that. That is the most you can lose intraday. Now, this is calculated or based off your unrealized net profit and loss. So your unrealized net P&L measures what your account balance is worth and where you are in the market, whether you've closed the trade or not. If you're in a trade that touches the daily limit, you've broken a rule and you're not eligible for review. So in this example, you can't lose more than $1,000 in any single day. And basically, it's important that you place stops and get out of your positions before you touch your daily loss limit. Okay, next is the max drawdown or maximum drawdown. This is really like an overall loss limit. You add up all your losses, and that total is your overall loss limit. Now, this is also a trailing max drawdown, which means it's going to trail your high water mark, which is the most that you've made in the account. So for example, in the $50,000 account, you've got a $2,000 max drawdown. So when you start out with $50,000, you can't go under $48,000 for the account. Now the trailing part refers to that threshold going up from $48,000 as you're profitable in the account. Now the max drawdown threshold does not go higher than $50,000. Okay, basically your trailing max drawdown goes up or trails you as you make money in the account. So let's take a look at a chart where the blue line is your account balance and the red line is your trailing max drawdown. All right, you got $50,000 in the account. Day one, you make $1,000. Now your trailing max drawdown threshold is now $49,000. It's currently a difference of $2,000. Okay, don't go below $49,000 from now on. Okay, day two, your balance is up to $51,500. Threshold level, $49,500. From now on, don't go below $49,500. Now, the next day, you have a losing day. For whatever reason, you lose about $1,000. Now, the lowest your account can go is still $49,500. So your trailing max drawdown basically stays where it's at. Okay, the red line moved up. Your account's got $50,500 in it. Trailing max drawdown level is $49,500. Okay, once the red line moves up, it'll never move back down. That way you don't go back down. You and your account are always moving up, up, up. And then once your account is above $52,000, the max drawdown flat lines at this $50,000 level where you started the account at. So this is the lowest your account can go, this $50,000 level. That way you've got more breathing room. The amount that you can lose elongates. So as you progress, the max drawdown level goes up, but that red line or max drawdown threshold level will always be in between 48,000 and 50,000 for the 50K account. Okay, let's go back to the parameters. Next is the profit target that you need to make for the account. The profit target is about a 6% return for each of these different accounts. Doesn't matter the size of the account, we would like to see a 6% return. Now you have as much time as you need to reach the profit target. So in the 50K account, when your account goes from 50,000 to 53,000, you've passed step one. Next is the price per month. This is the amount that you would pay. Basically, that is the cost to be evaluated. That cost is going to vary depending on the account size. With the 50K account, it's $165. Now, there's several components to this. Number one, this cost includes your data fees in the trading combine and use of our software and trading platform. Number two, we're a business. We have overhead, salaries, technology, staff, insurance, normal business costs. And number three, the third part, which is most important, is that the cost of the program makes it very interesting. When you put up $165, you have something at stake. You've got some skin in the game. It makes it very real to you. You're going to take the program seriously. When we started the program out really in 2010, and then we incorporated it in 2012. But back in 2010, we gave the program away for free, but traders would blow out all the time because they didn't care. But then once they had a little money at stake, they took the program seriously because it's a real trading environment. Then more individuals were able to pass the evaluation. So that's the dollar amount you pay to be in the program. That's the cost you pay per month until you meet the objective or cancel the account. And then once you pass steps 1 and 2, you no longer pay that subscription cost when you're in the funded account. And then another aspect of our program is the reset feature, which is kind of a neat part of our program. And we talked about a few of the rules to be in the program, like the daily loss limit and your overall loss limit. What happens if you break a rule? Well, we have a reset feature. So if you do break a rule, you want to get back into the game. Nobody wants to break a rule, but it may happen. You have a bad trading day, your head's not there, you over leverage yourself. Okay, we get it. Things happen. If you ever do hit the daily loss limit or the max drawdown, you can reset your account. To get a do-over or reset, you pay $99 at any time. So $99 resets the account. We don't encourage people to use it. We'd rather that you pass the program without having to use it, but if you get into a little trouble, it's there for you. Obviously, it's going to hurt a little bit when you use it, but hopefully you learn from it not to do it again. So if you break a rule, in order to get back into the program, you reset your account. Okay, in addition to the account parameters of the trading combine, we have rules that you have to follow. First is that you need to trade a minimum of 5 trading days. That is the lowest data set that we need to see before you can advance. Trade at least 5 trading days. A day is considered from 5 p.m. Central Time when Globex reopens to electronic close of your product the next trading day. Anytime an order in that time period is filled, that counts as a trading day. Now, it does not need to be 5 days in a row, and you can take longer than 5 days. Basically, you've got as much time as you need. We're trying to separate the gamblers from the traders. If it takes 12 days or 37 days, it doesn't matter. We don't care. As long as you follow the rules and meet the profit targets, it doesn't matter how long you take. Now, some traders will ask, what if I make $3,000 in 3 days and I meet the profit target early? Well, that's great, but you'll still need to trade 2 more days to show us that you traded 5 days total. You don't need to risk a lot in the next 2 days, but you will need to trade, and then you'll have your 5 days, and we'll check to make sure that your profit is still over 3,000 after the whole 5 days. Next is only trade during permitted times. This is also permitted products and times. In terms of products we offer products from the CME, NYMEX, COMEX, and CBOT, Chicago Board of Trade. So you can trade all these outright futures products. Again, this list is on our homepage. We've got equity indices, currency futures, ags, metals, energies, financials. Some of our most popular products are crude oil, S&P 500, gold, the euro, Dow Jones. Now, you can't trade individual stocks, but a lot of our traders trade the Dow Jones, which is a basket of 30 stocks. And what you're looking at here are some of the most liquid products for futures contracts out there that you can trade. And if you're interested in trading Forex, we have a separate website called TopStepFX.com. Now, there's 22 different currency pairs to trade, and the rules and the account parameters are very similar to the ones at TopStepTrader.com. And again, this is a separate website. But let's go back to the rules and permitted times. Okay, all positions must be flat by 3:10 p.m. Central Time. If you're in a product that closes earlier than 3:10, you have to be out of your position and be flat before the electronic close of that product. What does that mean? Well, meats and grains, you got to be out by 1:20 p.m. Central Time. All of the products, you got to be out of your positions by 3:10 p.m. Central Time. And then you can begin trading at 5 p.m. Central when Globex reopens, but just remember to be out of your position by 3:10 p.m. Basically, the indice futures close at 3:15. We don't think that that last 5 minutes is worth the risk. The market is trading on thin air at that time. There's not really a lot of rhyme or reason to the market activity. So we ask that you exit your trades by 3:10 p.m. Central Time. And then next is our 2 cardinal rules that we already discussed. Don't hit your daily loss limit or your trailing max drawdown. If you can do these 4 things and meet the profit target, then congratulations, you passed on to step 2 in our program. Now, you might be asking yourself, what platform am I using to execute these trades? Am I using your system? Am I using mine? We have partnered with some of the leading trading platforms out there. So use what you're comfortable with, like NinjaTrader, Sierra Chart, CTS, Trade Navigator. If there's something that you don't see, let us know. We'll see if we can support it. But by all means, there should be something here for everybody. And TradeStation is coming very, very soon. We've got a way for you to link with TradeStation. Full integration is coming very, very soon. And if you don't have a platform, or if you're a new trader, you can use our free, easy-to-use platform, TS Trader, or you can use NinjaTrader, which is free to use during the trading combine. Both of these have great charting capabilities, order execution. And again, if you're new to trading, this should not be so intimidating, looking at all these different trading platforms. There's great YouTube videos on all these platforms. We've got fantastic trader support, and it's really not that difficult to learn. Keeping in line with our $50,000 trading combine, we followed the rules. We met the profit target, traded at least 5 days in step 1. Awesome. We are advancing to step 2, which is another real-time paid simulated account where your performance is being evaluated. Step 2 is about managing risk. We want to make sure that you're going to be a prudent trader. We tighten things up a little bit from a risk perspective, but still very achievable. So a lot of what you're doing in step 2 is what you already did in step 1. First off, there's a profit target in step 2. With our 50K account, you showed that you could make $3,000 in step 1. Okay, we would like for you to do it again. Maybe you got really lucky in step 1, which is fine, but doing it again requires a little bit of skill. So again, in step 2, the profit target is $3,000. Now, the minimum trading days is a little longer in step 2. We want you to show us that you've got some experience trading the markets. So again, you can take as long as you need in order to reach the profit target, but you need to trade at least 10 days. Again, only trade permitted products and permitted times, something we just went over. Don't hit or exceed your daily loss limit or trailing max drawdown. That's going to be exactly the same as it is in step 1. Now, we've added a weekly loss limit that you need to adhere to. That's something new in step 2. That means it's from Sunday evening, 5 p.m. Central, when the Globex electronic markets open, until Friday afternoon when the electronic markets close. You can't lose more than $1,000 for the 50K account. And the bigger accounts have weekly loss limits of $2,000 and $3,000. Now, that might seem a little tight right now, but I'm going to go into a rule that explains how that is very manageable. Another new rule here, don't hold positions in the major economic releases. Now, that's going to vary a little bit on the product you're trading, but there's a couple of big announcements that you can't trade, like the unemployment number, FOMC announcement. You're trading oil, natural gas, or some weekly inventory announcements, like the gas inventory, and there's a crop production number. Well, these numbers really move the markets very quickly, and nobody knows what's going to happen. Obviously there's some analysts that have their predictions, but we don't think that the risk is worth trading, so we want you to be flat or have no position on 1 minute prior to release coming out, all the way until 1 minute after the release comes out, and then you can safely re-enter the markets. And we make it very easy for you to remember these and send out reminders. The unemployment number comes out once a month on the first Friday of the month. There's plenty of volatility that morning, but we ask that you don't trade the 1 minute before the number comes out, the 1 minute after the number comes out. And then there's usually plenty of volatility to trade, only with better direction. And then next for our rules is the scaling plan. So as I mentioned, the weekly loss limit should not be so intimidating. Really, that's because of the scaling plan. The scaling plan is not in step 1, it starts in step 2. Scaling plan is going to match, or it's going to allow you to basically start trading small and then build you up to trading bigger sizes and more contracts. The scaling plan is going to match your leverage to your equity level. So on this slide, you can see our scaling plan for the 50K account. For example, in step 2 of our $50,000 trading combine, when you've got $0 to $1,500 in profits, you're trading 2 lots. Once you make $1,500, you're trading 3 lots. Once you make $2,000, you're trading 5 lots, 5 contracts. So what we're doing here is we're easing you into it. We used to have traders go right out, guns a-blazing, putting on 15 contracts, but they were blowing the accounts out because they were risking too much. So we want you to get small base hits. Build your equity balance, build your account. Be consistent, and you won't have any problem with the weekly loss limit, the daily, or the max drawdown. The scaling plan really helps with that. And if you can follow these rules, which there are really only a couple more from what you already did in step 1, and you can hit your profit target, then congratulations, you did it. You've earned a funded account. We're going to back you with our money. And that is kind of what everybody wants. Now, these rules are on the web page, and they're also on your dashboard when you log in, so we make it easy for you to remember them. And now we come to the funded account where we take all the risk. I talk to a lot of traders I speak to say, I want to be with a firm that has the infrastructure and the platform and the support and the money and the whole complete package. And that's what the funded account is all about. There's quite a few benefits to the funded account. A few of the main ones are, first off, we've one of the industry's best profit splits. I don't know anybody else that pays 80-20 on a profit split for a prop firm. We pay 80% to the trader and 20% to our firm. In addition, we allow our traders to keep the first $5,000 in profit. So you're taking 100% of the first $5,000, and then 80% above $5,000. It's kind of like a signing bonus. So say you've been trading in the account for, 17 days in the funded account, you're up $5,000, you want to take it out. Okay, no problem. We'll process that payment in a couple of days. First $5,000 is yours to keep. After that, it's an 80-20 split, which is a really nice compensation package for a profit split. Next is that we allow you to trade additional products. You've proven to us that you can trade. We trust you here. You can trade any one of our available products in the funded account. Even if you didn't trade something during the valuation, you have access to trade that product now. I know traders that are great at trading the S&Ps, but they never had the risk capital to trade gold and silver in the live markets. The margin requirements are a little bit higher. So they'll pass the evaluation trading S&Ps, and then they trade silver and gold and the S&Ps in the funded account. And if you want to, you can also trade something that wasn't available in the evaluation, namely other exchanges. So for example, we've got some overseas traders that like to trade the Eurex, like the DAX or the mini DAX or the Bund or the Babel, Euro stocks. It's totally fine. We'll let you trade it. And next, we allow you withdrawal whenever you want. We look at this as a partnership. We don't have mandatory withdrawals. We make it very easy for you to withdraw. You don't have to do it on the 1st of the month or the 15th. Nope, you can do it on the 17th or the 30th, whenever you want. Send us an email. We'll get the money to you in a couple of days. We can send a check to an ACH. That's a bank-to-bank transfer. We can do PayPal. All those are free. We can also do a wire, and as long as your wire is over $250, then the wire is free as well. And that's kind of a big deal for a lot of our overseas traders because overseas wires are expensive, but we absorb that cost to get our traders their money. And we also have industry low commissions. We've negotiated with our brokerage partners to get you these low commissions. Lower the commissions, the more you make. So when you're in the trading combine, you pay $3.70 a round turn per trade. That comes out of the $50,000 that's already in that account, okay? So it's $3.70 a round turn for any product. Now, in the funded account, the fees are very similar. They vary a little bit depending on the product, but we negotiated low rates because you're trading our money. So we want the fees to be low also. And then when you pass step 2, you get a congratulations email with our funded trader agreement. Once we've got that information, we'll have your account created and enabled in a couple of days. For the funded account, we ask that you use the same platform that you used during the evaluation. So if you use NinjaTrader in the trading combine, we'd like for you to use that same platform with live money. Basically, we want you to keep doing what you are doing. You showed us that you can profit. Our eyes, you got rock star status. And that's the funded account. That's it. There's step 1, step 2, and then you're in the funded account where you profit split with us and you're trading real money, which is great. Now we have funded thousands of traders. In 2018, we funded over 650 brand new traders. You know, we have our funded traders fill out a survey. Our funded traders have a 97% customer satisfaction rating, and we have all of our traders fill out surveys because we're always trying to improve our program, and your opinion matters, and we're looking for good traders to back with our money. And you can also go on Trustpilot to read hundreds and hundreds of reviews about us. You know, these are real people and real stories. You know, it just goes to show that it's possible to get the funded account, start earning real capital, and having an impact in changing your life in positive ways. You know, and I hope to see all of you as some of these success stories in the next couple of weeks. You know, traders in our program talk about learning how to trade, becoming more disciplined, improving, money management skills, and how to be, more selective, with their trades. There are other features and benefits to being in our Trading Combine program. We offer trader support Sunday through Friday. You can email us, you can call us, you can contact us to liquidate your position. You know, if you lose connectivity, you can't get to our mobile app, call us up, we'll flatten you out. You can call Sunday 11 to 7, Monday through Friday 7 to 6 Central Time. You know, other companies refer to this as client services or customer support. We refer to our support as trader support because all of our traders are important to us. You think about wait time, response time, all the metrics used to measure, customer support teams. Our team rivals eBay and Amazon and some of the best customer service teams in the world. You know, our representatives know trading, they know the markets, they know our program, they know 13 different platforms inside and out, and they know how to talk to, people as individuals. We also have videos, webinars. We give you access to education and educators. We give you access to educators that have free webinars just about every single week. You know, we have videos on trading psychology, trader behavior, and such. We also have a daily market forecast with John Hoagland, which is a 10 to 15 minute real-time live report of the major markets each day. So what he's doing is for 10 to 15 minutes in the morning, he's going over key technical analysis, support and resistance, pivot levels. This allows you to identify entry and exit points for your trading. And then he'll mention other things like economic releases, fundamental analysis, and things to look out for. Very action-packed, interesting information in a 15-minute capsule. You get this every day around 8:15 Central Time before the markets open. And then at 2 o'clock Central Time, we've got a market recap that provides a 10-minute report summing up the major moves of the markets each day so that you can look for key technical levels for the next trading day. So if you're somebody that, likes to do your own homework, you can, compare or get ideas. If you're like somebody that wants to piggyback off of our experts, that's great. We've also got a weekly kickoff email that shows a brief synopsis of charting patterns for the most heavily traded products, and it's got other things in there, rollover dates and selected links to useful things to help you out with your trading, blog posts, videos. Each week it's different, just like the markets. And as I mentioned, we have a TopStep community. So you can be involved with our traders from in our network and communicate on Facebook Live and read blogs about other individuals. Or if you want, you don't have to participate. We respect your privacy. Nobody knows who you are. But if you want to learn new things or stay up to date on current events, we've got the perfect forum for you. We also have performance coaches here at TopStep Trader. When you sign up for a trading combine, you get one free private performance coaching session with one of our coaches each month. So there's a lot of value there. You can schedule time each month to get help on charting patterns, order execution, technical, fundamental analysis. Talk to a live person that's an expert on the markets. And again, we encourage you to take a look at our website. If you have questions, you can type them now. If you think about them later, you can email or call our trader support desk. I hope that you learned a lot from this presentation, and you'll consider signing up for the program. You sign up, pass the 2 steps, we will finance you to trade. And you're choosing one of these 4 programs. There's 4 different trading programs. We just went through the 50K, this middle one. Each one has different risk parameters, different leverage. We also want to thank Steve and Candle Charts. Because of them, we're running a special offer. You can receive 20% off any trading combine. So I hope you take advantage of that offer to save money and test out your trading skills on our platform. or we have a free trial account to test out our platform, TS Trader. So you can sign up for a free trial account to try trading futures, or if you're ready to get started, you can use promo code SAVE20 to receive 20% off. The best way to do this is to go to our website and click on sign up, and you go to TopStepTrader.com, and then you put in your promo code, and at checkout you'll receive 20% off. So I'll leave this slide up here, and then we can go to the next slide, which is the trading combine. So the 30K account, the cost of the promo code, it's only $120. The 50K account, instead of $165, it's $132. All that because of the promo code. And what we'll do is we'll answer some questions here. And don't forget, you can always call or email our trader support team. Okay, Mike asks, is there a limit to the amount that a trader can make? No, there's no limit. You're taking 100% of the first 5,000 and then 80% of anything after that, and the sky is the limit. Charles asks, do the funded accounts have mandatory withdrawals? No, you make the decision in your funded account when you want to withdraw and for how much. We don't tell you when to withdraw. It's completely your decision. So say you're up $10,000 in the funded account, you're taking the first 100% of the first 5,000 and then 80% of the next 5,000. So if your account's up 10,000, you'd be basically 9,000 that would be yours. Laura asks, can I see the promo code again? Let me go back. And how do you use it? Okay. So you enter in SAVE20 as the promo code. We've got 4 different size accounts with different leverage. The 50K account, you're making the decision, to start. Your first month is $132 instead of $165. Or you can set up a practice account and kind of tool around with it. Billy asks, can I use my LLC? Yes, you can set up your funded account as a partnership, corporation, LLC, sole proprietorship, or simply as an individual. Faraz asks, can I use PayPal? Yeah, you can use PayPal or a credit card. Very easy to use. Let's go here and make sure that individuals know that they can ask additional questions, from our support team. They're happy to, email or speak to a live individual about our program. And once again, we wanted to thank everybody for attending the session, for watching. You've got a chance to get involved. There's a lot of different things that you can do. So once again, thank you very much for attending.